going to vent today, people.
We are talking travel pet peeves. So we have got some of our own. We have a lot of our own. But we also polled the Upgraded Points staff to see what everyone else was complaining about. Some of these are pretty funny, and I think we're going to have some good times talking about these. So, Chris, let's get it started. What are some of your biggest travel pet peeves?
Okay, my number one travel pet peeve is when the gate agent forces you to gate check your bag to your final destination, and then you board the plane and see that there's plenty of overhead bin space available.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now, not only is it frustrating because maybe you have some valuables in your bag you don't want to be separated from, but as someone that travels internationally with my kids a lot, maybe that first flight is on a smaller plane, but we still have a long international overnight flight to get onto. Our carry-ons often have pajamas and snacks and clothes, and when they were younger, diapers and milk and all this important stuff. And checking it to your final destination when you still have 12 hours of flying ahead of you is extremely inconvenient, and it's super frustrating when you get on board and to see that there's still so much space available.
I hate that. That's why I love my airline elite status, and I hate flying without status. It still happens every once in a while, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know. Gotta get bored early.
Yeah, that's not a good one. What
my
else?
next one is related on these overnight flights, which has happened a couple recently, is when people forget to turn off their cell phone alarm on overnight flights. So you're on a red eye or whatever, and it's 5 a.m. and someone's cell phone is going off. And guess which person is not hearing that alarm? It's the person who's ringing. That's woken me up a couple times, and that I don't know why that one. I think it's just the sound of the alarm going off already just triggers me.
That one's actually never happened to me, so I'm sure it's going to happen on my international flight next week. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that.
Well, you'll have a new pet peeve.
That's true. I will report back. Okay, so a couple of mine. Under seat bags that spill over into my space. So many times someone has a giant bag and it just spills, and it's like, keep it under your seat. And related, this happened to me one time. So it's not really a pet peeve because it's not a reasonably reliable thing that happens. But one time I was sitting there, the guy sat next to me, and he put his bag in front of my feet.
Oh, no.
Like, not under my seat. It was the exit row, so it was a really big space in front of my feet.
What?
I have a picture of it. I will try to dig it up and throw it up on the YouTube version of this.
Was he offering you a footrest?
I was. I'm sitting there. I'm like looking at him. Like, does he know what's happening? And I finally like made eye contact with the flight attendant. And I kind of did one of these like, and she saw it and finally asked him. And he acted like, oh, really? You want me to move my bag? It was like weird, like you can't believe it's actually happening in real life.
That is weird.
Cool. Anyways, another one that I have is, and it kind of relates to yours, it contributes to your first pet peeve, is when people put small bags or coats in the overhead bin when everyone knows you're supposed to put your big roller bags and put your backpacks under your seat, your big roller bags up in the overhead bin. And you see someone walking in with one backpack and they put it up in the overhead bin, and then it fills up the overhead space. Drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't affect me at that point when I'm seeing it because I'm already sitting down, but it's like, that's screwing someone. So, yeah, that one drives me bananas.
Okay. Here's one that drives me bananas is the middle armrest rule. I know it's unwritten, but I think
it's official
down.
No, it's official.
All right, it's official. Now it's official. If you have the middle seat, you have access to both armrests. They're yours. Mm-hmm. The people on each side of you should respect that. And unfortunately, people just don't understand that. It's not a rule. The airline's not going to enforce it. They should. That would be fun. It's really just being polite and, being kind to your fellow passengers, because no one wants to be in the middle seat. So the least you can do is give your half inch of armrest. I mean, either you got the window or you got the aisle. Everyone's in a better position than the person in the middle. So that's one of mine is is not respecting that unwritten rule of the middle seat. And another one, well, we'll tag on to that, is just the chatty neighbor. I mean, I'm on a
Yes.
podcast. I like to talk, but sometimes I'm on a plane. I just want to put on my headphones and zone out for a little bit and disconnect. And when you get that chatty neighbor and maybe they've had a drink or two and you just want to just look out the window and leave me in peace. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's another pet peeve of mine.
You wanna listen to a fantastic podcast on your headphones while you're on the plane, and you don't wanna talk to anyone. I get it, I get it.
Exactly. I want to hear my own voice.
Okay, so I've got one for you, and this, I've seen this happen a number of times, and one time was just absurd that this happened, and it was on Southwest. I was sitting behind my husband. He took the, exit row, and at that time, there was only the middle seat left, so he sat in the middle of the exit row for the extra legroom. And I sat there and watched the person sitting on either side of him, who I realized were a couple, talk over him the whole time and pass
Oh,
food back and
ew.
forth over him.
Just switch seats.
I was, and this happened years ago, and I actually posted, I think like on TikTok or something. And I was shocked because everyone, and TikTok can be a crazy place with some weird people, so I get it. But like everyone was mad at me for saying like, well, those are the seats they picked. They have every right to do that. I'm like, no, no, I'm sorry. You're on an airplane. There's etiquette. If you want to take those seats, fine, but pretend you don't know that person until you get off the plane. Do not pass food across someone and do not talk over someone. It was ridiculous.
It's
That
an
one gets
interesting
me.
debate. Yeah.
That one gets me. Okay, another one. We're going to take it into the airport this time. Is when you're walking through the terminal, big wide terminal, you're walking along and someone just stops in the middle of the terminal to like read a text or something.
Yep.
Move to the side. Like it's not that hard. Move to the side, stop, do what you need to do. But the stopping in the middle of the terminal, so many times I end up having to do one of these things.
Yeah. You're not paying attention. You get your coffee and your bag, and
Mm-hmm.
it could be dangerous. That's a big common Disney complaint. People walk around Disney
Oh,
and stop in the
yeah.
middle. But with strollers and everything, I guess similar in the airport. I mean, you could get hurt.
Yeah,
Just go
you
to the
could.
side.
Just go to the side.